My whole weed gag is ruined now.
Well, thank you for coming back to another week of the Podcast Voyager.
Welcome back to the funnest podcast in space.
Alex's turn to read the... Alex looks so dejected and tired.
I would get a picture of you.
You do.
There's a picture of Riley that I'm sure will get circulated at some point. We'll release it.
We'll maybe slip that picture in as the thumbnail for one of the podcast
for the 50th podcast episode.
Yeah, rather than the usual astronauts on the couch, it'll be this picture of Riley.
That's Riley, like me spacing out.
Yeah, but why was he spacing out?
I was spacing out because Dylan was showing me this stupid video about eating your breakfast or something, and I was just so befuddled by this. And then I was like, oh, I'm making a weird face, aren't I? And I told one of you to take a picture, and it was just so perfect.
We have a lot of good reaction images of Riley. Like, there's one of him just like collapsed on the floor.
Oh yeah.
We have the one where he's on the floor.
On the floor with my ass in the air. Actually, no, you guys pointed out it was
I'm talking about the one where you're sitting there in between your feet
on
your desk and you got the blanket on.
Yeah,
I
do.
Your head poking out.
I'm talking about the one where he's like dead.
Yeah,
over
you said it looked like what's the pose? You said it was
Yamcha?
Dead Yamcha. Yeah, I didn't realize until I looked it up later. That was
Cybermen.
perfect.
Spoilers for the first episode of Dragon Ball Z, by the way. Actually, it's more like the 12th episode because the first episode is just everybody training.
Yeah.
The first 11
episode is Raditz.
First 11 episodes. The first 11 episodes are just Goku running along Snake Way, and then falling off, and then having to restart.
So
Alex,
anyway,
it's Alex's turn to read the description.
We're watching season 2, episode 10. They lurk below. Max's old friend has built the world's only underwater resort, and Ben, Gwen, and Max are invited for a sneak peek. But it turns out, in order to power the resort, Max's friend took an energy orb from a race of underwater aliens.
Maybe. This is going to be like the one episode of Batman the Animated Series that I love so much. When Mr. Freeze, where he's like being blackmailed into creating Rapture and making this guy immortal. Because he has his wife.
It's weird that that's like the... Was that before or after the...
The art style change?
Yeah.
That was...
More like the fart style change,
you mean like the TNBA art style change?
Yes.
That was before.
Okay, I was about to say...
Mr. Freeze only showed up once after the art style changed.
Because it's
funny. It was the worst episode.
Yeah, I was going to say, the reason why I was like, that's the least memorable, but it's not because it's bad. It's because the next episode was when he shows up and he's a fucking head.
Yeah, that was...
Head ahead.
No head ahead. Please. See, that episode was underwhelming, especially because I'm pretty sure they retconned it when Mr. Freeze... Should we be talking about man?
Well, no, we've talked about the
Alex,
DCUs extensively.
You look like you're dying.
How
you
we
look
start
like
the
you
episode?
Want to watch Ben 10.
Starting the episode in 3,
5,
1,
4, 3,
you fucker.
2, 1.
Yes.
Episode starts playing. But we were all off.
Oh, is that 3D?
That's some nice water.
It looked gross.
Yeah.
PS2 Alfred?
Oh my god. there actually is a lot of good water animation and coloring in this episode, I will say.
It just looks like 2 frames flicking back and forth.
No, not now.
For those who don't know, obviously because this is the podcast where we discuss extensively things that aren't Ben 10. In the Batman the Animated Series movie Sub-Zero, it's got Mr. Freeze in it. They make like extensive use of 3D animation, almost kind of like how like 3D is in like Futurama. But there's like a moment where the bat plane is taking off.
It's called the Batwing.
Well, it's been like 2 years since I saw that movie, so... Okay.
Has it really been 2 years?
No. It's been like a year. If not, a little longer. Anyway, Batwing's taking off out of the Batcave, and like Alfred walks up to it, like he's in the background, but he's like weird 3D model Alfred. And it looks really funny.
3D Alfred.
PS2 Alfred. Anyway.
Yeah, we were playing like the Batman like Sinzu game or
Oh
whatever.
yeah. That's weird. It came out like around Justice League era, didn't that? Because it was PS2.
So? Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like TNBA art style. And you know who voiced Robin in that? Oh shit! What's the?
Is that Tom Kane?
Yes, it is. I was gonna see if you guys could recognize it, but you got it pretty quick. Yeah.
Was he voiced by 66 Robin?
No.
Barnacle Boy.
No, he was voiced by. He's voiced by the same Robin that voice acted in Teen Titans.
Oh, so like Marlton from.
Yeah.
Fucking what's his name?
Victus
I can't remember his
Timeline.
name.
What the? I always know his name.
Yeah, you're the one that always remembers his name. I
You're the
can't.
one who knows.
You have
Wasn't
the
he
knowledge.
Rufio in Hook?
No, you're thinking of Dante Bosco. No, and that's not Dante Bosco. Although Dante Bosco would probably do a really good job as Robin. Or Damien. Any of the younger Robins.
I guess I'm looking it up now.
I have a hot take.
Yeah?
Dick Grayson's the best Robin.
Yeah, Dick Grayson's the best Batman.
I mean...
Dick Grayson's the best Batman character.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Because he's not as boring as Tim Drake is, and he's not as edgy as
Drake's
Jason.
not boring.
Jason Todd's not cool.
Jason Todd's just too edgy.
Jason Todd's too
Dick
edgy,
Grayson
and
basically-
Damian Wayne just sucks. I hate him.
No, this isn't like a problem. It's just he's
Yo,
just.
why are you using a mop? There's water all over the place.
He's just Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
Tim Drake-
that's a valid
Tim Drake-
argument.
Sees what Dick Grayson and Bruce Wayne are and becomes not that.
Okay, wait, Dylan, have you seen Dark Knight Returns? Or not Dark Knight Returns?
Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises.
The one with Bane.
Yes,
I saw it like. When did it come out?
2012.
Yeah, I saw it 10 years ago when it came out. Yeah.
Okay.
I saw
Oh,
it. I
God.
saw it in the D-box seats.
Hey, they went.
Scott
Oh, God.
Menville.
Riley, you.
No, it's just a small delay. It's fine.
There's just a small delay.
It's fine. It's fine. Fine.
Scott Menville's the name of the.
Ah, okay, that's it.
I like that Tom Kane and his son have matching
Hey, the kids are the Sumo Slammers.
super duper sumos.
Also, that is Kate Susie, I believe is how you pronounce her name. Voicing Eddie.
Did you say Kate
Sussy.
Sussy?
Yeah, it's Sosie.
Sorry.
It's Soucie. I'm not sure how you pronounce it.
That's
Yo, that man outside.
he's
having
wetting
fun.
the walls.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Is that the first mention of wetting the walls on this podcast?
Hey, we gotta wet the walls.
Yeah, I took your joke, Riley.
No!
Okay, so do elaborate. Riley.
You don't have to explain every fucking inside joke.
All right, fine.
I think
You don't get to know.
I could probably do a better job explaining it because I remember it pretty well. Alex, me, and Dylan were gonna hang out to watch something, and I thought Alex was drunk from the way he was texting. I'm honest. I thought you were drunk, so I was like, I'm busy, and he's like, busy doing what? I'm like, watering something. He's like, what are you watering? I'm like, the walls. I'm wetting my walls. So then we ended up hanging out anyway that day. And they come over and they're like, your walls looking pretty dry right now. And I was like, no, I wet them. And then that just became a running joke for no reason. That's terrifying. The fact that his mask came off that deep. You guys remember that episode of Mythbusters where they tested how far down you can go in like an old diving suit?
No.
And like they had a gelatin molded skeleton with like blood and guts in a suit, and like you see it go further down, and they had a cam hooked, like a rig hooked up to the diving suit, and at a certain point you just go down, and then like you just hear like a and then the next thing you see is just in the fucking inside of the fucking helmet just splatters with red.
Jesus.
It was so fucking cool. Also, you mentioned Bioshock. This is just like Bioshock. Pretty much looks like Bioshock, except not as advanced.
Oh, he thinks he was just a regular plumber.
Yeah. Yo, wait.
I do love 4 frame rate.
Underwater beach.
Go to the wave pool.
They're at the lagoon.
Yeah, what the fuck is this kid doing?
Why is this kid wearing a turtleneck?
You gotta have a really big neck, or like a long neck to pull off a turtleneck.
He doesn't have a neck, that's why he's wearing the turtleneck.
You don't got no neck.
No one may know.
Yeah, it looks like they didn't even draw him with a neck.
He looks to be the villain of this episode.
Kind of.
Or the sub-villain.
He's just kind of bratty.
He looks like Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, he does look like Kid Bruce Wayne. God, it's sad hearing Tom Kane's voice. Now that he's just retired.
Yeah, it's not like last week when you thought he was fucking dead.
I thought he was dead.
Yeah.
It's weird hearing him, like, because the Ultima's voice was just the Clone Wars announcer voice. This is, like, a more casual voice. It's still weird because Tom Kane's voice as Takio sounds nothing like his actual voice. Which, yeah, that makes sense. But still, like, it's not even, like, a hint of it.
Alex, have you played through all of Knights of the Old Republic 1?
No, but I know what happens.
Okay, well, I was gonna ask if Tom Kane voices anyone other than the racist conspiracy theorist.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's a lot of guys.
Because there's... When he shows up on Terrace, he just sounds like his Clone Wars announcer voice.
Yeah, because that's pretty much his normal voice.
I think... maybe I'm misremembering, but I think Tom Kane voices one of the online characters in Red Dead 1. Or one of the NPCs, at least. That is, like, a playable character. Yo! That's like Ripjaws.
This is the water level in the Ben 10 video game.
That's why this episode's so bad. No, I'm joking. It's okay. Ooh. Whoa.
Wait, is that more of the brain jar man, like what we saw in the episode with the superhero squad?
The
Superhero Squad?
No!
The superhero squad.
God.
That's Riley's favorite cartoon, is the Superhero
Fuck,
Squad
no,
show.
it's not. No, it's not.
Are you sure?
It's fucking terrible.
Why is it all over your watch history?
It's not. What are you talking
It's
about?
a Superhero Squad show and tentacle hentai
What the fuck?
and child pornography.
No, stop! No.
Well,
What the fuck? Now I can't think of what I was gonna say.
We're talking about the brain jar man from
Yeah, no, I know,
From
no.
the Superhero Squad show.
No!
Riley's favorite cartoon.
Shut up!
Yeah, which is populating his search history along with
No! Fucking hate you both so much. I can't remember the fucking name. I can't remember the name of the
League of
goddamn
Super
episode.
Critics.
They're not the Ultimates.
Not the League of Super Critics.
No, goddamn.
Their name was that guy with the
Yo, do you think we could
glasses.com.
get Doug Walker on the show?
No.
Hello, I'm the Star Trek. I remember it, so you don't have
For the
to.
love of God. No, it's not, Dylan, by the way. It's not the brain jar guys.
Do you know what I'm talking about, though?
Yes,
The guy
no.
who was like a
Yeah.
huge incel and then got the forearms lady
Tiny.
when he shouldn't have.
Who should have gotten him, Ben? Her, Ben?
I don't know. Just not the brain jar dude. Fuck the brain jar
it
dude.
should have
I
been
hate him.
No, Ripjaws!
Ripjaws!
Finally!
Yo,
Oh, that
you
was
got a
gross.
dick forehead.
I know!
Doing.
Ah.
You got them blind fish eyes.
Can't see nothing, they all milky.
Okay.
Okay.
Yummy.
Oh, it's so nice to see Ripjaws. Yeah!
This just reminds me of the
Could this be a dog?
What?
another Elden Ring thing that you see all the time. There's like these traveling merchants, and they're wearing like these funny hats and have these items in their hands, and they always have like a donkey that's like this really weird, like unnaturally skinny donkey with them. But like surrounding the donkeys every time, it's either it's just people suggesting that the donkey is just like a dog.
or like if you're just like a turtle in the world, or like a giant crab, it's like dog.
It's literally just the fucking meme of like
Could this
the
be
guy
a
with
dog?
the guy with the butterfly saying, "Could this be a dog?"
What's the dog doing?
What that
It's
dog
either,
doing?
It's either could this be a dog or like lover ahead.
Oh no!
That's more rare.
I would hope so. Yeah, I love Ripjaw so much.
He's so cool.
I
This
really
is
wish
cool.
they had more used him more.
This is like what the water temple in Majora's Mask should have been.
Wasn't it overall better than Ocarina of Time?
No.
Really? I thought people liked the way it improved the Water Temple versus Ocarina of Time.
In Majora's Mask?
Yeah.
No, I from what I can gather, because I've actually not played through Majora's Mask, the I can't remember what it was called, but the water level in Majora's Mask is like the worst part of the game.
Ooh.
I actually quite like the Ocarina of Time water temple.
I think it was worse off than it needed to be because it was back in the day where, like, I mean, well, actually, not even because it was back in the day. It's because when you're a kid, you have that limited amount of playtime. So
Yeah.
when it takes
These
longer...
squid things are just fucking the window.
Yeah, they are just kind of thrusting into it. But, yeah, like back in the day, like when you're a kid, you have a limited schedule amount of time
So
to
it would
play
take
something.
you like 2 weeks to beat the water level?
Well, yeah, because you can't put enough time into it to actually get it down. So, like, you lose track of what you were doing, so you have to remember where you're at, and then get into the groove of things.
Well, I mean, I played through... Well, another thing that makes the water temple, like on the original Nintendo 64 version, worse...
This is terrifying, by the
is
way.
yeah, this is the worst. But like the original Nintendo 64 water temple, bad. Because, in the 3DS port, the ocarina is always
God.
assigned to a...
Oh, Dylan, can I interrupt you for a sec?
Yeah, what's up?
The Ben just came out of that tube, like, just drenched, really soaked. The last thing Edwin heard was, I think he went to the bathroom. He's just pissed all over himself.
Oh,
But yeah, no, actually...
he fell in.
Yeah. Oh no, he fell in. But I was gonna say, I'll let you continue, but I just wanted to say this too. When Ben was turning back into Ben after he was Ripjaws and trying to open it, it is actually fucking terrifying because I actually did drown when I was in high school.
Riley? Not even alive right now. He's dead.
I've been a
Yeah,
ghost this whole
we're
time.
just here with his...
That's why he works at the high school, because that's where his soul's actually bound.
He wants the high school.
Boo.
Boo! Boo!
But
I'm
yeah,
afraid of ghosts.
You
Think
drowned
you
or
did.
almost drowned?
but yeah, I when I was in freshman year of when I was a freshman in high school, I was swimming, and some friends of mine were at the deeper end of the pool, and they're like, "Oh, we're pushing each other down," just like not actually like shoving each other down,
We're
or anything.
drowning each other.
No, like they were pushing off the top ledge of the pool to try and touch the bottom, and they said, "Oh, it's 15 feet." I'm like, "Oh, 15 feet? That's not that deep. I think my pool's about like 13 feet." I totally was wrong about that. And then as I'm pushing myself down, I am like more than halfway down when I realize I can't reach the bottom. I won't have enough time to get to the bottom before I need air to push myself back up and like propel myself. So as I'm swimming to the top, I gulp in a bunch of water and I break the surface and I'm like and I'm like legit what? Alex, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Alex showed me something really dumb on Twitter. You're not gonna get it because it's Star Trek.
Show me anything.
Don't you love it?
Yeah, no, it's good. But yeah, I know from personal experience, drowning is terrifying.
Yeah,
And keep in mind, I'm not bad at swimming. I have a pool in my backyard since I was a fucking kid. I swim every summer.
Yeah, I haven't drowned like that. Well, actually, there was a time where I came pretty close.
But was it in a pool or was it in your own pool?
It was in my own pool.
A poop
But
hole.
it was partially the fault of Alex.
Uh-oh.
Because I,
Alex, why'd you kill Dylan?
Because he sucks.
I don't remember what I did, but it provoked him to shove me. But I had, my mouth open. I wasn't, in I'm about to go underwater mode.
Oh, what alien did Ben turn into? Oh, Stinkfly.
So...
My two favorites in this episode.
So, I'm, my mouth is open, I'm breathing actively.
Man, my mouth was open.
And then I get shoved underwater, and then I just, inhale. Not. I don't know if I inhale. I just swallowed a ton of water.
Yeah.
There's nothing makes you want to throw up like swallowing a bunch of pool water.
Yeah, because it's got the fucking... Even if there's a little less than usual, the chlorine is so bad.
And somehow I'm the only one here stupid enough not to drown.
Stupid enough not to drown? Drowning is smart. Guys, drown yourselves. I swear it's the smartest thing.
Don't drown yourselves. Please don't.
I don't endorse
That's a joke.
that. I was joking.
I'm not joking.
That's a joke. I'm not going to kill the president. I'm joking.
World is fucked.
Also, Edwin immediately knew it was Ben. That's hilarious.
Okay, I don't know if you guys saw it, but Stinkfly, like, turned his head to look at the kid, and then he turned two of his other eyes to look
at Gwen. That's great. I love little visual gags like that.
Chilling in the pool with Stinkfly.
Oh, dude. Well, do you want to? He's kind of stinky. I remember one time I was on vacation when I was about 15, and I went up to this really big. Well, it was. I can just say it was on Lake Michigan. I'm not gonna say more specific. And I went tubing with my cousin and his family, and my hair wasn't as big as it is now. Well, it's probably the same length that it is now, but combined with being in the water and around the water and the wind, my hair got swept up. And you know what I look like? Alex will know what I mean by this, but my hair was as big and tall as Tim Robbins in fucking Jacob's Ladder.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. I looked at myself on the selfie. I was like, "Oh my god, my hair looks bad." It's, again, terrifying.
Dude, Ben just had a tactical on Alien.
Oh, did
he got grabbed as Stinkfly and then shifted back to Ben.
Nice.
Because he ran out of time and then was able to swim out.
Sweet.
It was cool.
It's like that
when
one
you're
movie,
a terrible driver.
Waterworld.
Oh god. God rest Kevin Costner. He's not dead. His career is. Meanwhile, everyone's watching fucking Yellowstone.
Yeah.
That show's fucking popping. I'm not gonna watch it because I don't watch fucking cable, and I don't want to pay for. Is it on Paramount Plus probably?
No.
It's premiering on TNT. So I think Paramount.
I have no idea.
Rising.
Metal Gear Rising? Revengeance?
I was surprised you weren't gonna say it, Alex.
You can do it.
Rules of Nature! I can't remember most of the lyrics, otherwise I would sing some more. It's purple.
It's pink.
You're gonna die.
Does this kid ever show up again?
No.
He's not important.
Does
dead.
this Tom Kane guy ever show up again?
No. The other guy that Tom Kane voices shows up again.
The guy who looks like Martian Manhunter,
Yeah,
but he puts some clothes on.
Ultimos.
Martian Manhunter, but not cool.
Who can't eat chocolate, therefore not as cool as Martian Manhunter. Who can't eat chocolate?
Yeah. Martian Manhunter, cool because A, he can eat chocolate. B, he can turn into a dragon twice. C, he actually, like, has an arc. And, like...
D, he wore that sweater that the...
Don't spoil it, don't spoil it.
That episode was so wholesome, I love it!
It's like the
most, like, heartwarming episode.
The best episode of Justice League.
Yeah, honestly.
The Christmas special.
Yeah, unlike Ben 10, when we get to that episode, that's going to be our free space, no lie.
Yeah, is that the episode we're going to skip?
No, we're not going to skip it. We're just going to use this as a free space to talk about whatever the fuck we want on the podcast.
That's going to be the ASMR episode, where we turn the volume all the way down and just do our, attempts at reading the characters' lips. That could actually be fun.
Maybe. Whoa. Who cares? It's just that all my employees down there are now out of jobs. And I'm in massive debt.
My employees are also toast.
To the moon! I was gonna make a Black Ops Zombies Moon joke, but Dylan and Alex are here and they're gonna hate it. Because they hate Moon.
No, make the joke.
Yeah, make the joke, Riley.
Make the joke.
See what happens.
Keep talking.
Oh god, oh no, they have guns drawn! Oh no! The zombies are gonna steal your perks.
I have an idea. So...
See, I like that episode.
That was a fun episode. That episode was a lot better than I thought it was going to be because I figured it was just going to be like, oh, this is the Rip Jaws throwaway episode.
Yeah. Well, I
It
mean,
was
that's
a really cool episode.
it's the Rip Jaw. It's the episode where Rip Jaws is in it the most, and honestly, I think they have Rip Jaws in all of 2 more episodes.
Rip Jaws?
Really?
More
Well,
like
I think in terms
Rip
of like,
Jaw.
I think he maybe shows up like.
Does he show up in Alien Force?
No, he shows up later, but like in the original series, like that's the most we're gonna see him for a while.
Does he show up in Omniverse?
Yeah, he shows up in all the other ones, dude.
Do all the original 10 show up in all the
Does he
series?
show up
We'll
in
see.
Ultimate Alien? When does the 13th alien show up?
The 13th year?
Isn't
The
that
13th
movie
year of
with-
the podcast.
No, the 13th alien.
He'll show up. He'll show up soon.
So, for this episode, I decided I'd try and sit closer to the microphone and speak in a softer voice, which you might probably notice by now. Be sure to leave your feedback on that. I'll be sure to read it in like 3 months when this episode airs.
Dylan, see if you can plug our socials, if you can remember them.
Follow us at Podcast Voyager.
No, podcast
Underscore
Voyager.
Podcast_Voyager on Twitter.
And
Why are you ASMR?
email us
Email us at podcastvoyagersatelliteoffun@gmail.com.
Yay, you did it!
And if for whatever reason you couldn't understand what Dylan said, it will be in the description.
Yeah.
Yes, it will. However, now is about time when we stop the podcast.
However, I don't know where the stop button is on the taskbar. So I'm just going to talk slowly.
I'll just slowly eat the microphone.
Let me just try to find the...
Where's the red button?
Where's that dang
Press the
red button?
Where's the button right quick?
Where's the button?
You
Oh,
press
I
the
think
button.
I found the button. All right. It has been fun, guys. We'll see you on the next episode of the Podcast Voyager.